Hi guys, hello, it's Jale, welcome to my channel. This is going to be a general collective reading for whatever the guides would like to discuss. We're going to be using the Gilded Reverie Lenormand Expanded Edition deck today, which is another new deck, and then probably be pulling some Romance Angels, depending on whether or not it's more love-based or if it isn't, from the Archangel Oracle spread for outcomes. Excuse me. Just going to link in with Spirit to see what they would like to discuss. They're saying, no, go right ahead. Right, let's see what they want to talk about here. Just going to give this deck a little shuffle. This is the deck. Let's see what they want to bring up here. Spirit, what insights do you have for us, please? They're saying listen carefully. Listen very carefully. I feel like someone's on a wind up now because they've just said, I shall say this only once. Now, isn't that anyone that used to watch Hello Hello that isn't aware of that TV program? They're on a wind up. I can feel, and well, maybe you have a connection to France, but if you don't, I feel like they're in a joking mood. We've got the ring, we've got the ship, and we've got the compass. Someone is deciding what direction to take something in. And it's going to have long-standing repercussions because it's a very solid, it's a very long-term type of goal that they're looking at here. And I feel like they would have put a lot of work into creating something for there to be an investment for their future. Okay, it could be a university degree, learning, an apprenticeship. It's something that they would have really meticulously worked on, that took them a long time to get to a certain point, but there's a kind of a development of knowledge and learning and evolution of this to then create an end product, which is definitely a significant type of work that it took them. It was a long time coming. It was a long time coming. Someone's really put a lot of energy and effort into something here for long-term effects. It's like someone doing a law degree and then training to be a lawyer for like years and years. Whatever this is a very long-term. It's like someone has absolutely tried to make plans for the future based on a length of time or a service or a training or a university kind of course, whatever it is, but there's someone that's trying to invest in their future here, or started something out to invest in their future. We've got owls, and it was an intuitive based decision that was made. It was something that, in fact, this could even be a life mission. This could even be someone's life mission, life purpose, that was almost guided to them via some intuitive type of energies and or spirit guides. And it's like each step of the way they've been drawn to do part B and then to part C, then part D. It's like they're being guided into doing something. And I don't know how realised this is. I don't know how conscious, aware that this person would be to doing this. It feels like still shuffling these cards. It's definitely a long-term sort of life goal. I'm hearing Africa. We've got the clock. We've got the clock here. It's like someone, I feel like someone knows they might have to make a choice between a long-term goal and something that has just materialized in their life, and they're not entirely sure how they're going to do it. But there also is a sense of time running out for this person, and or someone feels like time's running out in order to get to this destination. But they're saying, Spirit's saying it's an illusion. It's not running out at all. It's just how you're perceiving it, how the person's perceiving it. I can't even get this card. Now, is that upright or the other way? We've got a bouquet, which is underneath the ring. So this is talking about a commitment to something. And I'm hearing a substantial commitment. And then we've got the whip. Underneath the boat, we've got the whip. Something was, and then we've got underneath the compass. What on earth? We've got the mask. Someone was, I don't think, someone's almost caught off guard based on a feeling that they have towards someone, because they've made plans to do something long term, and then this they feel is changing their kind of navigation course in order to do something else. And I feel like someone feels like they have to hide what their long-term goals are because they're scared that if they admit them, that the person that is around them is going to be very selfless and say, well, I'll let you get on with that then. Because they're scared that if they admit what their long-term goals are, that this person's going to run. And then we've got the book in reverse. So again, it's like a secret that was, I feel like, could have potentially have been tried to be sort of discussed, or a potential secret that someone was trying to potentially hide that's now out in the open, because obviously the book is confirming the owls. And the owls are usually very astute when it comes to these kind of things, but the book is in reverse. So it was something that was potentially suppressed or held. Someone's pretending not to feel anything, or it's like there's a storyline going on behind this offer that was given, that if they admit, it could be that there's a discrepancy in their work, that they can't commit because then it would affect their work. But there's something, we've got the mountain here with the clock, so it's like it feels like a long way off. It's like people have to kind of, they want to offer something in terms of this is a serious commitment. I mean, look, we've got the ring and the bouquet, which is celebration, commitment, offering. We've got the whip and the ship, which is a reduction or reduce, travel, unable to kind of commit, unable to fully carry that through, because obviously there's a restrictive energy there. And then we've got the mask with the compass. So it's like, is there a confusion about which way they're going? Is there a confusion about where they want to take this? Is there a confusion about It's really weird. It's like I'm hitting against a brick wall when I'm thinking about it. It's weird. Someone's confused about where they're going though, because it could have potentially impact on where they've been or what they've been developing. And there's some secrecy around it. But there's whatever secrecy was attempted to be suppressed, it's not able to be covered because someone is seeing through this. But there's a long way, a long road in order to actually achieve this commitment and sustain it, because there's a lot of obstacles here. This energy is being kept in the dark in terms of your connection, because either someone's concerned about it coming out, and or it can't be discussed in public, or maybe you can't be seen in public, but there's some kind of secrecy around this connection. And we've got the fish here, which is confirming the ring, and the flowers, which is usually about kind of it's kind of going in circles here. It's like that could have been promised. And then we've got the ship and the whip, and underneath that is the cross. So I'll be really honest with you, this has got a vibe of star-crossed lovers so hard. Like, maybe your backgrounds aren't quite in alignment, maybe there's an age difference, maybe there's a religious or spiritual difference, maybe there's a cultural difference, maybe there's people around them that aren't accepting of the connection, maybe there's an expectation of this person and who they should be committing to. And we've got an Egyptian reference here as well. Underneath the mask and the compass, this is very karmic past life type of scenario. This happened in a past life. I feel like you could have even got to a point where you were about to get married and then something happened. But there's something past life related to this connection. Everyone's going to be different though, but there's a link to Egypt here. Were you or they? It's like in one lifetime you were maybe in a different caste system or social class system or different class, and that person would have been on a different, sounds terrible, but the hierarchy of it would have been that you were higher than them, and so it wasn't able to happen. And so in this lifetime it's come back together in order for it to be resolved. But it's like someone is scared of stepping out of this energy and owning the fact that this connection exists. Someone's scared. They're worried about what they're going to lose with the mice card, the loss. They're scared about what they're going to lose. And it's almost like they're scared how they career. So it could be you work together or something, but it's like they're scared how they career. This could be someone in the public eye, or who's fairly well known. There's a link to Egypt though, 100%. Bottom of the card is the fox. There could also be some kind of children connection here with this. Either they tried to hide that they have children, or they've just recently found out that they're going to have children, but they were trying to hide it, and that's now coming out into the open. This is a really deep connection. It feels very fated. It feels like this is like, there was so many blocks around this, that this is like you guys have been brought together to kill the blocks. But someone is still with this mask. And it's like this has thrown you or them into this total confused state that is throwing them off their game. It could be throwing them off their work. It could be showing them all their kind of fears that are being brought up to the surface. Right, we're just shuffling for the sake of shuffling now. What do we want to do next, Spirit? I kind of want to pull more cards on top of this to see where this is going. I might pull the Earth Magic deck, one sec. Right, let's pull from the Earth Magic deck to confirm and clarify the information here. It's like someone's putting on a front. Someone's definitely putting on a front, or it's like they're one way in front of you in certain places and then they change. Whatever this is, it goes very deep. We've got iceberg, submerged, so this suggests to me that this is a very deep connection, but a lot of it is like if someone's feelings are not realised or they're not as consciously aware of their feelings. And then we've got desert, vision quest, so this is a very deep subconscious kind of connection here. They might not be aware of how exactly they feel, which is why I feel like they're pulling back, then coming forward, pulling back, then coming forward, pulling back. There could also be a Pisces connection, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Stellium, Mars. Yeah, look, fog, veiled. It's like they are aware of there's a connection, but they're not entirely sure how they want to take this, what they're going to do about this, if I'm totally honest with you. Childhood innocence. So this could be past life connection, as I've mentioned, could be a soulmate connection. There could be also a childhood link here. Maybe you knew them from a long time back. Maybe you had connected and then lost touch and then reconnected again. Because we've got the whip, this can also talk about arguments, conflicts, and then with the cross it's like burdens, intolerance, suffering. It could well have been that someone made an offering and then it just didn't suit, or they had to leave a situation before acknowledging that. But there's definitely a lot of kind of, this could also be duty. It's like someone had a duty towards something and so they weren't able to accept that, or they weren't able to have that. Now we've also got, with the mask and the compass, we've also got the coffin. Someone is debating whether or not to take their mask off and just be more authentic. I feel like they could actually be debating whether to just remove this false sense of self, and it could also be that their identity has been kept secret from you, and that maybe they didn't come forward. Because the fish is abundance as well. We've got the ring, the flower or the bouquet, and the fish. That's very abundant. The ship, the whip, and the cross is like they weren't maybe able to come forward because there's a duty towards something else, or they had other responsibilities. They're now taking their mask off with the mask, the compass, and the coffin, and they're ending something in order to then reveal themselves and to come out in the open. But it's like it's going to take time, and there's going to be losses behind this. That's another potential scenario. But it's about a waiting game. It's like there's time. This feels like this could also be, again, a secret admirer of some sort, if I'm totally honest with you. This feels like it could be like a secret admirer. Yeah, look, perspective and instinct. So it could be someone that hasn't revealed themselves to you. But this could have a positive outcome with the celebration card. Let's pull some let's pull some romance angel cards. Let's see what else they're going to give us here for this, and then I might do an oracle card for the archangel oracle cards as well. What else can you tell me, Spirit, for this? It feels like there's like a I shall say this only once. Where's that connection from as well? That's weird that they've given me that right at the beginning. Yeah, because isn't that guy, he's the policeman that has got, he's a spy, isn't he, in that program, and he has a fake accent, and it's like that he's obviously pretending to be someone he's not, and he has a message for someone, but he's only saying it once. So it's like, I feel like someone is a bit of a secret admirer that isn't, they're not presenting as liking you, but it's like they do. They do like you. They're not coming forward. They're scared of how they're scared of the reaction, passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. Getting to know each other. Okay, let's pull some of the oracle cards for the Archangel oracle cards. Let's see what else they have to give us here. I can see a card that's turned up right and they want me to pull it out. All is well. Everything is happening exactly as it's supposed to. With hidden blessings, you will soon understand. Oh, well, that's very cryptic of you. Thanks for that. Yeah, so maybe someone is going to make things fairly clear to you how they feel, and that maybe you're not expecting it, but it feels like a hidden admirer here. Okay, guys, hopefully that's of some help. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you for watching. All your likes, shares, and subscriptions, it means a lot to me. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, so for the next reading, it will be Monday. And any suggestions that you have for any pick a card readings, do let me know. I'm all ears. Obviously, if you're sort of asking very, very specific questions, I might have to sort of edit it into more generalised so that it could benefit other people. But if you do have suggestions, let me know, and have a wonderful weekend. Take care. Bye.